this video, I will explain the whale iceberg, starting with common knowledge and moving on to more obscure, uncommon facts. I hope this will help you fall asleep. Tier 1. Mammals. These behemoths of the deep are often mistaken for fish due to their aquatic habitat, but they are indeed mammals. This classification is rooted in their air breathing through lungs, warm-blooded nature, and the maternal care they provide to their offspring. Whales nurse their calves with milk that is rich in fat, crucial for the development of a thick layer of blubber that serves as insulation in cold marine environments. Unlike terrestrial mammals, whales have evolved an impressive array of adaptations for life at sea. Their limbs have transformed into flippers for navigation, and their body fat composition allows them to regulate their temperature in the vast open ocean. Interestingly, the evolution of whales from land-dwelling creatures to the ocean's titans is chronicled in their skeletal structure. The vestiges of hind limbs and the structure of their flippers hint at a terrestrial past where early cetaceans walked on land before fully adapting to life in water. Marine. Whales' classification as marine mammals stems from their life in the ocean, which has shaped every aspect of their biology. The term marine mammals encompasses not only whales but also other cetaceans like dolphins and porpoises, and extends to animals like seals and walruses. These animals are adapted to the marine environment, possessing a suite of adaptations such as streamlined bodies and modified respiratory systems to thrive in the water. Whales as marine mammals showcase an extraordinary evolution from terrestrial life to masters of the sea, still carrying signs of their evolutionary journey in their anatomy. Blue whales are the largest animal. The blue whale, a marvel of the natural world, is the largest animal to have ever existed. Their size is a reflection of the open ocean's boundless nature, allowing them to grow to lengths exceeding the largest dinosaurs. These giants possess a heart the size of a small car, and their tongue alone can weigh as much as an elephant. The enormity of blue whales is matched by their gentle nature. These leviathans subsist almost entirely on tiny krill, consuming up to 4 tons of these small crustaceans daily. Despite their colossal size, blue whales are graceful swimmers, their movements in the ocean as majestic as they are efficient. Their sheer presence in the marine world is a reminder of the ocean's capacity to support life on a grand scale, and yet their existence is as fragile as it is awe-inspiring, with populations still recovering from the brink of extinction due to whaling. Whales are not fish. Whales often bear the brunt of misclassification, largely due to their aquatic lifestyle, which superficially aligns them with fish. However, whales are not fish. They are warm-blooded mammals that must surface to breathe air and give life to their young. Unlike fish, which lay eggs and use gills to extract oxygen from water, whales bear live and young and nurse them with milk, a feature unique to mammals. Whales' warm-bloodedness sets them apart from the cold-blooded fish, enabling them to maintain a stable body temperature and undertake extensive migrations across the globe's oceans. Their respiratory system, featuring lungs and blowholes, is a remarkable adaptation that supports their need for oxygen without compromising their aquatic nature. Blowholes. The blowhole, an evolutionary innovation, is a whale's breathing apparatus, a marvel that allows these mammals to extract air from the water's surface efficiently. This adaptation is critical for whales as they cannot breathe through their mouths. Instead, they must rise to the ocean's surface and open their blowholes to inhale. Some species have a single blowhole, while others, like the baleen whales, have 2, resembling our nostrils. This specialized feature enables a whale to remain submerged for prolonged periods, only breaking the surface briefly to replenish its oxygen supply. The blowhole is an example of the extraordinary adaptations whales have developed to to thrive in their marine environment, allowing them to partake in the most epic of dives and surface with a burst of exhaled air that is often visible from afar as a spout. Tier 2. Humpback Whale Song. The humpback's whale song is one of the most sophisticated and mysterious vocalizations in the animal kingdom. These complex, repetitive sequences of sounds unique to the males are predominantly sung during the breeding season and can last for up to 30 minutes. The purpose of these songs is believed to be multifaceted, ranging from attracting males to marking territory. Researchers have found that these songs are not static, they evolve over time, with all males in a population singing the same version of a song, even when separated by large distances. This phenomenon of synchronous change across a population suggests a shared learning process among the males who may be listening and adapting their songs to match those of their peers. The songs, which can be heard over many miles, exhibit a predictable melodic structure that is strikingly similar to human-composed music in its tonality and rhythm. Cetaceans. Cetaceans encompass a wide range of marine mammals, including not only the well-known whales, but also dolphins and porpoises. This group is divided into two suborders: the larger baleen whales, which filter feed with comb-like baleen plates, and the smaller toothed whales, which hunt larger prey with their teeth. Interestingly, the cetacean lineage is believed to have evolved from a common ancestor shared with even-toed ungulates such as hippos some 50 million years ago. The evolution of cetaceans has been marked by a transition from land to water, with notable changes in their anatomy, such as the development of flippers and the loss of hind limbs to adapt to their fully aquatic lifestyles. Krill. Krill are small crustaceans that form a crucial part of the oceanic food chain and are the primary diet of many baleen whales, including the blue whale. Despite their small size, krill occur in massive swarms in the ocean, which can be efficiently filtered by the baleen plates of these whales. The relationship between whales and krill is a fine example of the ecological balance within marine ecosystems, where the massive energy requirements of the largest animals on Earth are met by one of the smallest yet most abundant life forms in the sea. Orcas are dolphins. Orcas, commonly known as killer whales, are actually the largest members of the dolphin family. Despite their whale moniker, they are most closely related to other oceanic dolphins. Orcas are apex predators known for their intelligence, complex social structures, and diverse diets, which can include fish, seals, and sometimes even other whales. Their sophisticated hunting techniques and vocal behaviors further solidify their position as one of the most socially and ecologically influential species in the marine environment. Whale migration. Whale migration is a remarkable feat and one of the longest in the animal kingdom, with some species traveling thousands of miles between their feeding and breeding grounds. The drivers behind these epic journeys are often linked to the search for warmer breeding waters and abundant feeding grounds. For example, humpback whales are known to migrate from polar feeding areas to tropical or subtropical breeding grounds. This annual journey is not only a testament to their navigational skills, but also to the global connectivity of ocean ecosystems. Whales' migratory patterns are crucial for their survival and reproduction, and they have become a subject of fascination and study for scientists and conservationists. Tier 3. Dolphins and porpoises. Though similar in their aquatic lifestyles and classification as marine mammals, exhibit several distinctive differences. Dolphins are generally more prominent, boasting elongated beaks and cone-shaped teeth. They are known for their curved dorsal fins and leaner bodies. Porpoises, on the other hand, have smaller mouths, spade-shaped teeth, and their dorsal fins are more triangular. Behaviorally, Dolphins are more social and vocal, using complex sounds for communication, including whistles. Porpoises tend to be more reserved and utilize clicks rather than whistles for echolocation and social interaction. Despite these differences, both dolphins and porpoises play a crucial role in the balance of the marine ecosystem and are considered indicators of ocean health. Sleeping brains. The enigma of how whales sleep has intrigued scientists for years. As voluntary breathers, whales cannot afford the luxury of fully shutting down their brains like land mammals do during sleep. Instead, they've mastered the art of unihemispheric slow-wave sleep, where one hemisphere of the brain rests while the other remains alert, maintaining vital functions such as surfacing for breath. This remarkable adaptation ensures that whales can rest without drowning, a necessity given their marine environment. They demonstrate a range of sleeping behaviors from resting motionless at the surface to logging, which resembles a log floating in the water. The amount of sleep whales require varies significantly by species, with some, like the sperm whales, only needing short naps throughout the day. Breaching. The spectacular act of breaching, where whales leap out of the water, remains a subject of both admiration and scientific curiosity. While the exact reasons for breaching are not definitively understood, theories suggest it may serve various functions such as communication, play, parasite removal, or even as a technique for stunning prey. The energy required for such a powerful movement indicates that breaching likely serves an important purpose in whale behavior. Baleen. Baleen whales, named for their unique filter feeding system within their mouths, feed by straining small prey like krill and plankton from the water. These baleen plates, made of keratin, allows the whales to efficiently consume large amounts of food by filtering the water through the fringed structures. This feeding adaptation has enabled baleen whales to grow to immense sizes and play a crucial role in the marine ecosystem as they regulate prey populations and recycle nutrients. Intelligence. Cetaceans are among the most intelligent creatures on Earth, with complex social structures and behaviors indicative of their cognitive abilities. Their large and intricate brains facilitate a high degree of social interaction, problem-solving skills, and environmental adaptability. The intelligence of whales is demonstrated in various behaviors, including hunting strategies, communication methods, and social bondings, reflecting their evolutionary success as marine mammals. Unique flukes. Much like human fingerprints, the tail flukes of whales are unique to each individual with distinct patterns and shapes. These flukes are not only vital for propulsion, but also serve as identifiers that researchers can use to track the movements and population dynamics of whales. Studying these unique characteristics allows scientists to gain a better understanding of whale migration patterns, breeding behaviors, and overall health. Social animals. Whales are deeply social creatures, forming complex relationships within their pods. They exhibit sophisticated communications, from the intricate songs of humpback whales to the echolocation clicks of dolphins. These social bonds play a critical role in their survival, facilitating cooperative hunting, mating, and communal care of the young. The social structures of whale pods can be remarkably stable, with some species showing lifelong associations between pod members. Echolocation. Echolocation is a remarkable sensory system used by toothed whales to navigate and hunt in the ocean's depths. By emitting a series of high-frequency clicks and listening for the echoes that bounce back from objects, whales can determine the location, size, and even the internal structure of their targets. This biological sonar is so sophisticated that it allows whales to detect prey several miles away and to navigate through pitch-black waters with precision. Tier 3. Toothed versus baleen whales. The cetacean family divides into two distinct groups: baleen, also known as Mysticeti, and toothed, also known as Odonticeti whales. Baleen whales, including the blue whale, the largest animal on Earth, are equipped with baleen plates that filter small prey like krill from the water. These whales typically have two blowholes and are known for their larger size compared to their toothed counterparts. Toothed whales, which include dolphins, porpoises, and sperm whales, possess teeth and actively hunt larger prey such as fish, squid, and sometimes even other marine mammals. They are generally more social, living in larger groups called pods, and possess a single blowhole. Toothed whales also have the unique ability to echolocate, a biological sonar used for navigation and hunting in the ocean's depths. Orcas play with food. Orcas, also known as killer whales, are notorious for their playful behavior when it comes to food. They have been observed tossing their prey around, slapping it with their tails, and even breaching with it. This behavior could serve multiple purposes, from teaching young orcas hunting skills to tenderizing the prey, or simply as a form of social interaction or play. Despite the seemingly cruel nature of this play, it is a critical part of a young orca's learning essential surviving skills. Pufferfish. In a fascinating display of interaction between species, dolphins have been observed gently playing with pufferfish. It's speculated that this behavior may be a way for dolphins to induce the pufferfish to release a toxin that has a narcotic effect, essentially getting high. This controversial theory suggests that the dolphins are deliberately seeking out the pufferfish for this purpose, demonstrating a complex level of awareness and choice in their behavior. Dolphins use tools. Dolphins are among the few animal species known to use tools. In particular, some dolphins have been seen using marine sponges to protect their snouts while foraging on the seafloor, a behavior passed down from mother to calf. This indicates a level of problem-solving ability and cultural learning that places dolphins in a select group of intelligent animals capable of such sophisticated behaviors. Seaweed hats. While not as extensively documented, there have been instances where dolphins have been seen playing with seaweed, draping it over their bodies like hats. While this behavior could be interpreted as simply playful, it also might suggest a form of social interaction or communication. Dolphins are highly social animals, and play is an integral part of how they interact with each other and their environment. Tier 5. Self-awareness. Whales, particularly highly intelligent cetaceans like dolphins, have demonstrated remarkable cognitive abilities, including self-recognition and a sense of identity. Bottlenose dolphins, for instance, have been found to recognize themselves in mirrors as early as 7 months old, which is earlier than human infants and chimpanzees. This self-awareness is a rare trait in the animal kingdom, and it suggests a high level of cognitive functioning and consciousness in these marine mammals. The advanced brain structure of cetaceans, coupled with their complex behaviors and emotional capacities, has led researchers to consider them as non-human persons, displaying a level of social emotional sophistication potentially unparalleled in other animals. Orcas removing shark livers. Orcas, known for their intelligence and adaptability in hunting strategies, have been observed exhibiting a particularly specialized behavior, targeting and removing the livers of sharks. This behavior showcases their ability to identify and exploit the weaknesses of other marine species, displaying a high level of hunting skill and knowledge of anatomy. It's a testament to their position as apex predators in the marine ecosystem. Orcas attacking boats. There have been instances where orcas have exhibited aggressive behaviors towards boats. While the reasons behind these interactions are not fully understood, they may be related to the orca's curiosity, territorial behavior, or even reactions to perceived threats. These incidents highlight the complex nature of orcas and the need for future research to understand their interactions with human activities in marine environments. Grieving. Whales have shown behaviors that are interpreted as manifestations of grief. A notable example is the southern resident killer whale known as J35 Tahlequah, who carried her dead calf for 17 days. Such behavior suggests that whales experience deep emotional connections with their pod members and can exhibit mourning behaviors akin to grief. This emotional depth indicates a level of social and emotional complexity that is still being explored by scientists. River dolphins. River dolphins, such as those found in the Amazon and South Asian rivers, exhibit unique adaptations to their freshwater environments. These dolphins have longer beaks and more flexible necks compared to their marine counterparts, and often live in murky waters, relying heavily on echolocation for navigation and hunting. Their existence in riverine habitats, often under threat due to human activities like pollution and habitat destruction, highlights the diversity within cetacean species and the importance of conservation efforts to protect these unique animals. Tier 7. Vaquita. The vaquita is the world's rarest marine mammal and is critically endangered and on the brink of extinction, with an estimated population of just about 10 individuals. Vaquitas are small porpoises found only in the northern Gulf of California, characterized by large, dark rings around their eyes and dark patches on their lips. Despite their elusive nature, vaquitas are often caught and drowned in gill nets used by illegal fishing operations, primarily targeting the totoaba, another endangered species. The population has experienced a drastic decline over the last few years due to these illegal fishing activities. Vaquitas are notable for their shy behavior, avoiding boats with active engines, and their diet consists of small fish, crustaceans, and cephalopods. SRKWs. Southern resident killer whales are a distinct population of orcas found in the Pacific Northwest, particularly in the waters off British Columbia and Washington state. These whales have a unique diet, primarily feeding on Chinook salmon, and are known for their complex social structures and vocalizations, which are specific to each pod. SRKWs are currently endangered, with threats including reduced prey availability, pollutions, and disturbances from vessel traffic. Conservation efforts are focused on addressing these threats to ensure the survival of this unique orca population. Pachycetus. Pachycetus is an extinct genus of land-dwelling cetaceans that lived approximately 50 million years ago. These early ancestors of modern whales and dolphins are significant in understanding the evolution of cetaceans from land to sea. Pachycetus displayed features of both terrestrial and aquatic mammals, indicating a transitional phase in whale evolution. Fossils of Pachycetus show characteristics like elongated skulls and limb structures that suggest a lifestyle both in water and on land, providing crucial insights into how modern whales evolved from terrestrial ancestors. Languages and dialects. Whales, particularly orcas and sperm whales, exhibit complex communication systems often described as languages or dialects. These vocalizations vary significantly between different pods and populations, suggesting a cultural transmission of communication patterns. This diversity in whale communication is akin to human languages and dialects, indicating a high level of social organization and intelligence among these marine mammals. The study of whale communication continues to reveal the complexity and depth of their social interactions. Bowhead whale longevity. Bowhead whales are one of the longest living mammals, with some individuals estimated to be over 200 years old. This remarkable longevity is of significant scientific interest, offering insights into aging and genetics. Bowhead whales have adapted to the Arctic environment, and the ability to live for centuries may be linked to their slow metabolism and specific genetic traits that provide resistance to age-related diseases. The study of bowhead whales' longevity could provide valuable information for understanding aging processes in mammals, including humans. Tier 8. Whale threesomes. In the whale world, certain species display unique mating behaviors, including what might be referred to as threesomes. This involves multiple males attempting to mate with a single female simultaneously or in quick succession. Such behavior is often observed in species like humpback whales, where competition for mates is intense. These interactions are not just about reproduction, but also serve as a way for whales to establish social hierarchies and dominance within their pods. Conscious breathers. Whales, unlike humans, are conscious breathers. This means they must actively decide to breathe and cannot do so unconsciously as humans do during sleep. This adaptation is crucial for survival, as forgetting to breathe could be fatal for a whale, especially during sleep. As we discussed earlier, this means that when whales sleep, one half of their brain remains alive to control breathing and maintain basic life functions. Tilikum. The story of Tilikum the orca is a complex and tragic one that highlights the broader controversy regarding the captivity of marine mammals. Tilikum, who was involved in 3 human deaths, became the focus of the documentary Blackfish, which scrutinized the ethics of orca captivity and SeaWorld's treatment of these intelligent creatures. Tilikum's life in captivity began after being captured near Iceland in 1983, and he spent most of his life at SeaWorld Orlando. The second death associated with Tilikum was that of Daniel P. Dukes, who allegedly snuck into Tilikum's tank and was found deceased the next day. His body showed signs of mutilation, although SeaWorld suggested he drowned, with no evidence of attack by Tilikum. The case of Dukes is notable in how media and investigators handle the deaths of individuals with complex backgrounds, often overshadowed by the circumstances of their passing. The third and most publicized death was that of Don Brancho, a seasoned SeaWorld trainer who was killed by Tilikum during a performance in 2010. Brancho was interacting with Tilikum as part of a routine when the orca pulled her into the water, leading to her death by drowning and traumatic injuries. This incident raised significant public concern and led to legal battles over the safety of trainers and the welfare of captive orcas. The release of Blackfish in 2013 brought Tilikum's story to a broad audience, presenting the orca's aggressive behavior as symptomatic of the psychological trauma associated with life in captivity. The documentary had a considerable impact on public perception and prompted discussions about animal welfare and the future of orca shows at marine parks like SeaWorld. The film was met with criticism from SeaWorld, which claimed it was misleading and sensationalized Brancho's death. However, it also led to legislative proposals to ban orca captivity and brought the end to SeaWorld's breeding program for orcas. SeaWorld faced significant financial and reputational repercussions in the wake of the documentary, with declines in park attendance and a damaged brand. The company undertook efforts to rehabilitate its image, including the creation of websites to counter the negative publicity and alter its practices regarding the care and display of orcas. The story of Tilikum is a stark reminder of the complexity of keeping such large, intelligent animals in captivity and has contributed to ongoing debates about the ethics of wildlife in entertainment settings. It calls into question the practices of marine parks and has led to greater awareness of the need for humane treatment of all captive animals. Also, he has a funny name. Toothpaste milk. Whales, like all mammals, produce milk to feed their young. Whale milk is exceptionally rich in fat and nutrients essential for rapid growth and development in the marine environment. This milk is often described as having a toothpaste-like consistency due to its high fat content, which prevents it from dissolving in water. This allows the whale calves to suckle effectively underwater. Keiko. Keiko, the famous orca that starred in the Free Willy movies, became an iconic figure in the movement for orca conservation and anti-captivity. After the films, efforts were made to reintroduce Keiko to the wild, an ambitious and challenging task. Keiko's journey from captivity to attempted reintegration into the wild was a significant event in the history of marine mammal conservation and raised awareness about the complexities of returning captive animals to the wild. Earwax rings. Whales have a unique way of recording their life history through earwax plugs, which develop layers or rings much like the growth rings in trees. These earwax rings can provide a wealth of information about the whale's age, exposure to pollutants, stress levels, and hormonal changes over its lifetime. By studying these earwax plugs, researchers can gain insights into the whale's life history and the environmental conditions it experienced. Tier 9. Margaret Howe Lovett. Margaret Howe Lovett is an animal researcher who became notable for her work in the 1960s as part of a NASA-funded experiment to teach dolphins English. Her research aimed to explore the boundaries of human-animal communication, focusing on the cognitive abilities of dolphins. Lovett's work, while controversial, highlighted the complex intelligence of dolphins and their capacity for language-like comprehension, opening up discussions on the depth of cognitive abilities in marine mammals. Rick O'Barry. Rick O'Barry, who was initially a dolphin trainer for the TV show Flipper, became a prominent advocate for dolphin conservation and against captivity. His transformation from a trainer to an activist was spurred by the death of one of the dolphins from Flipper, leading him to campaign against the dolphin entertainment industry. O'Barry's work has been crucial in raising awareness about the ethical issues surrounding dolphin captivity and has influenced global perspective on marine wildlife conservation. Whale falls. Whale falls, which are the carcasses of whales that sink to the ocean floor, create complex ecosystems that serve as hotspots for biodiversity in the deep sea. Discovered in 1987 by a team led by oceanographer Craig Smith, the importance of whale falls has only grown in ecological studies. These phenomena support unique communities through various stages of ecological succession, with each stage hosting a distinct set of organisms that thrive on the changing resources provided by the decomposing whale. Initially, the carcass attracts mobile scavengers such as sleeper sharks and hagfish, which can consume the soft tissues within weeks. This is followed by the reef stage, where bone-eating worms like Osedax and other invertebrates establish themselves, creating intricate networks within the whale bones. The final sulfophilic stage sees the rise of chemoautotrophic bacteria that rely on hydrogen sulfide, a byproduct of decomposition, for energy. This succession can last for years, continually supporting diverse life forms. Research on whale falls has revealed that these deep sea oases are not only critical for the immediate community, but also play a significant role in the broader marine ecosystem. They contribute to the carbon cycle as the whale's tissues are broken down and recycles, influencing community structure and species diversity. Whale falls serve as stepping stones for deep sea life, facilitating the spread of species between geographically disparate habitats like hypothermal vents and cold seeps. The organisms found at whale fall sites are often unique and highly specialized. For instance, the discovery of the genus Osedax, which includes worms that bore into the whale bones to access the nutrients inside, has revolutionized our understandings of how nutrients are recycled in the deep sea. These worms rely on symbiotic bacteria to digest the fats and oils, a partnership that was previously unknown in the marine ecosystem. Whale falls are thought to be ancient ecosystems, dating back some 35 million years. However, the advent of commercial whaling has drastically reduced the incidence of whale falls, thereby threatening the specialized species that depend on them. The reduction in whale population not only affects the living, but also the dead, diminishing the occurrence of these unique deep-sea habitats. As technology advances, tools like side-scan sonar are allowing for more frequent discoveries of whale falls. This has led to an increase in our understanding of the deep-sea ecology and the roles whale falls play in it. It has also raised awareness of the dramatic impact human activities have on the marine environment, both on the surface and in the depths of the oceans. The study of whale falls is an ongoing journey, with new species and interactions being discovered that challenge our perceptions of life in the deep sea. These discoveries underscore the need for conservation efforts, not just for the whales, but also for the myriad of species their carcasses support even after death, illuminating the interconnectedness of life in the ocean. Actually, whales are fish. The classification of whales as fish under the concept of monophyly is a topic of scientific debate. Monophyly suggests that all descendants of a common ancestor should be grouped together. Hence, since mammals, including whales, evolved from fish-like ancestors, they could technically be classified as fish. This perspective challenges traditional taxonomic categories and reflects the fluid nature of evolutionary relationships. More neurons than humans. Some whale species, like the sperm whale, have more neurons in their brains than humans, highlighting their sophisticated cognitive capabilities. This abundance of neurons suggests a high potential for complex social structures, emotional intelligence, and advanced problem-solving skills. Research into whale brain anatomy and function continues to provide insights into the depth of their cognitive abilities and their place in the animal kingdom's hierarchy of intelligence. Dolphin math. Dolphins have shown remarkable mathematical abilities, suggesting a level of abstract reasoning and cognitive complexity. Studies have demonstrated their capability to understand numerical concepts and perform basic arithmetic operations. This aspect of dolphin intelligence underscores their advanced cognitive skills and challenges our understanding of non-human intelligence and consciousness. Tier 10. Kathy the dolphin and Hugo the orca. Kathy the dolphin and Hugo the orca are notable for their life stories that reflect the complexities and ethical dilemmas of keeping cetaceans in captivity. Kathy, one of the dolphins who played Flipper in the famous TV series, had a profound impact on the public's perception of dolphins, showcasing their intelligence and friendly nature. However, the story of her life in captivity, including the conditions she endured and her eventual death, brought to light the darker aspects of marine mammal entertainment. Similarly, Hugo the orca, who lived at the Miami Seaquarium, became a symbol of the challenges faced by large marine mammals in captivity. His repetitive behavior and eventual death highlighted issues like inadequate space, mental stress, and physical health problems that orcas face in captive environments. The stories of Kathy and Hugo continue to fuel debates about the morality and feasibility of cetacean captivity. Whale song on the golden record. In 1977, a humpback whale song was included on the Voyager Golden Record, a compilation of sounds and images sent into space aboard the Voyager spacecraft to represent the diversity of life and culture on Earth. The inclusion of the humpback whale song, with its complex and melodious structure, was intended to showcase the beauty and intelligence of life on our planet to any potential extraterrestrial listeners. This choice reflects a recognition of the profound nature of these marine mammals and their ability to communicate in sophisticated and emotive ways. The whale song on the golden record serves as a poignant reminder of the interconnectedness of all life on Earth and our responsibility to preserve these magnificent creatures. Morality and religion in whales. The concept of morality and religion in whales delves into the realm of cetacean social behavior and cultural complexities. While it is challenging to apply human concepts like morality and religion to animals, studies have suggested that whales exhibit behaviors that could be considered moral in a broad sense. This includes acts of altruism, complex social structures, and apparent grieving rituals. Such behaviors may indicate a level of societal organization and consciousness that parallels human society and ethical constructs. However, interpreting these behaviors within the framework of human morality and religion remains speculative and highlights the need for deeper understanding of cetacean social and cognitive life. The concept of morality and possibly even religion in whales is an intriguing hypothesis that explores the depths of cetacean intelligence and social complexity. When considering morality, one compelling example is observed in sperm whales. These whales display a careful use of echolocation, the primary means by which they navigate and communicate in the dark ocean depths. Sperm whales have the potential to cause permanent deafness in each other with their powerful sonar clicks. Deafness for a species reliant on echolocation can be devastating, akin to a death sentence. However, sperm whales appear to exercise caution and control in their use of echolocation, suggesting a form of understanding and consideration for the well-being of other members of their species. This behavior could be seen as an indication of self-awareness and a basic form of moral reasoning. Additionally, there are other behaviors in cetaceans that hint at moral-like characteristics. Instances of interspecies adoption and reports of dolphins rescuing humans from shark attacks or drowning scenarios provide compelling narratives of empathetic or altruistic behavior, further supporting the idea of a moral framework within these marine communities. The hypothesis of religion in whales ventures into even more speculative territory. Given their high intelligence, complex social structures, cultural practices, apparent moral behaviors, and self-awareness, some biologists hypothesize that whales could have the foundational elements necessary for developing religion-like systems. However, this remains highly conjectural, and there's currently no definitive way to test or validate such hypotheses. The exploration of this idea requires careful consideration and further study as it challenges our understanding of non-human consciousness and societal structures. This area of study remains a fascinating but largely uncharted domain in marine biology and ethology, with much left to explore and understand about the inner lives of these enigmatic ocean giants. Existentialism in whales. The idea of existentialism in whales touches on the philosophical aspects of their consciousness and self-awareness. Observations of whale behavior, such as morning rituals and complex social interactions, raise questions about their level of consciousness and whether they possess a sense of self and understanding of their existence. While the study of existentialism in whales is largely theoretical, it opens the door to exploring the depth of cetacean intelligence and their emotional lives. This line of inquiry challenges us to consider the ethical implications of our interactions with these sentient beings and the importance of preserving their natural habitats and behaviors.